No, that moment when, I'm going to show you my emotions right now, and I want you to guess why. That's sadness. That's how a tree feels sad. And now watch this. I've died. I'm dead tree. And now, looking in the mirror, pointing at myself, saying, "Hey, you done messed up." And why? Why do you ask? I forgot to record the audio. Oh, we had such a good time too. Like there was someone here who came in randomly. We talked about how creepy this room is. So yeah, for those of you who may not be aware, this place is called Goodnight Moon. It's the subject of a children's book of the same name called Goodnight Moon. And it's a book that I've read to my own child. And I thought, what better place to come and do a reading than a place that is represented as a book. So anyway, welcome to Goodnight Moon. So that is not the book we will be reading from. We're going to be reading from my own novel called Mirror Box. So yeah, I'm sad that guy left. Yesterday, I was doing a reading in Engage, which is an education-driven social VR platform, but they also do professional meetings and things like that. And it was pretty well attended, so you can check that video now. And it went well. We had a long Q&A, and I think I sold a couple of books, which is nice. And now we're here. So I didn't expect them to come back to back, and yeah, I think everyone's just enjoying their weekend. So never mind though, it's just as well. Because IRL, yeah, it's been one heck of a day. I actually look closely at this. Look at me. Had a tooth extracted today, and I lost a lot of blood. So I'm not in peak form, not a bit. So today, in Goodnight Moon, in the guise of a tree that's full of I want to say puffins. Yeah, these are puffins. I'm going to read a bit from the book, so thank you for watching the video. But since you are watching the video, I do also expect you to buy the book for yourself, because the thing I'm reading today is actually a pretty huge spoiler for the book. This is the starting point for basically Act 2, if we're following a 3-act structure. And yeah, it's a pretty pivotal moment. It gives a lot of information about like what caused Orson, or motivated Orson to do something, But yeah, I don't want to get too much into that. But since you're watching this YouTube video, I do expect that you'll buy the book and perhaps read it before you continue. So do me a favor. So pause the video now, and then go to my store page. It's called Mirrorbox, all one word, .carrd.co. Okay, that's carrd.co. So go buy the book, read the whole thing, and then unpause the video. Okay, right now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, welcome back. Yeah, cheer for you. Actually, backflip for you, because you went and bought the video and read it. So there will be no surprises here. I'm just going to read what is probably your favorite section of the book, and then I'm going to go clean up the blood coming out of my mouth. Okay. So let's begin. A foreign noise like the scurrying of a squirrel streaked across the floor, but my restful state prevented me from turning my head. I was briefly awakened, wondering if it was a real noise or something preceding a dream. My curiosity was overtaken by exhaustion, and I shut my eyes. But the scurrying came again, close enough to be alarming, but I still couldn't move. I quickly searched my field of vision, but I could only see the distant stretch of floor to my sides. I looked at the ceiling, but it wasn't there either. Almost certainly, I knew it wouldn't be, and I'm not sure why I bothered looking there, when I distinctly heard the noise coming from the floor. How stupid I am, I thought. And then I thought some more. I'm becoming critical of my own reflexes, which seems like a dreamish type of thought, I thought. Or my low self-esteem is reaching pathological depths. My stomach started twisting again, like a wet towel being wrung out. I closed my eyes and concentrated, trying to ease the pain. Then, there was a tap on the back of my hand. My eyes shot open, and I immediately forgot about my discomfort. I was alert, but still immobile. There was a small gray, hairless creature sitting cross-legged on the back of my hand. It had long, fox-like ears with black fur on the tip, a humanoid body with protruding ribs, and a wide, toothless grin on its cocked head. Its eyes were purple and spotty like the skin of a plum exposed to sunlight. Thankfully, the creature wore an animal skin loincloth. It asked with a throaty, helium-filled voice, "Is this where you live?" "Herb! Herb!" I gargled, sending a cascade of drool onto my chest. It grinned and sheepishly turned its eyes as if I'd just told a dirty joke. It said, "Don't try to speak. Thinking is enough." "Herb! Where are you? Somebody Herb!" "Shush, shush! Thoughts, thoughts!" "You can hear my thoughts?" It giggled. "Don't worry, I'll focus them for you." "You can focus my thoughts?" "Better than you can, yes." "Oh, what are you?" "A demon." There was no immediate mental response. "When I was moving towards you a second ago, how would you describe the noise I made?" "If you were to describe it later, I mean, would it be scampering or scurrying?" "What?" "Don't ask stupid things, just answer when you're ready." "Scurrying, I guess. Maybe like a squirrel on carpeting." The demon looked at its black claws, which were slightly longer than a squirrel's. It turned to me and said, "I shouldn't think a squirrel often finds itself on carpet. Why would you say it like that?" "Sure, a squirrel is out of place, but that simile highlights how out of place the sound was in my room." "Oh, you feel I'm out of place in your room?" Yeah, but don't be offended. Demons don't often come wandering through my room." It gave a smile, which I can only describe as devilish. It made me more than uneasy. "Point taken. But would you say scurrying instead of scampering? Why?" "Well, to me, scampering gives a visual image and a movement. I couldn't see you from where I'm sitting. I don't like the sound of scamper, anyway. It puts a weird ring in my head. Scurry carries like the action. It dictates. To crawl in a hurry. To scurry." It said, "I'm glad that you thought it through then." For a moment I thought I recognized the demon. I asked, "Do you know what a simile is?" "Yes, similes are metaphors." "Cute. Do you have a name?" It sighed like it was bored with my question, and it answered, "Yes, my name is Bede." How can you hear me, Bede? How did you get here?" It yawned. These sort of questions aren't really interesting. Well, for me, they... And once they start, there's really no end to them." "Yeah?" "Yeah, it's best just to not even start." "Well, I can't help being curious, Bede. I think you'd understand that." "Well, let me give you something to think about then." Bede stretched its legs forward and leaned them over the thumb, putting its feet flat on the armrest. It turned around and began sniffing my hand audibly. Then Bede stood erect and edged its head in my direction to get a look at me through the corner of its eye and show me a smile through the corner of its mouth. Its mouth gaped open, 2 long fangs slinked downward through the gums, while 2 short ones slid up. My senses were piqued and goosebumps covered my arms. The demon thrust itself upon my hand, piercing the soft flesh between my thumb and forefinger. With the lower fang stuck in my palm, it clenched my hand fiercely. Once it was secure, Bede jerked his head and then shook it violently, like a dog chewing up a rug. Its purple irises turned to flames, and its eyes were so open that the lids vanished within its head. During the work of a minute, its eyes were Bede growled and breathed heavily through the nose. I, however, was stunned. Bede finally stilled, politely withdrew its pointed teeth. A thin amber fluid flowed from the 2 big holes, followed by tiny springs of blood. The demon looked down, hiding its face from me, as if it were ashamed. Then, only then did I scream, and then proceeded to whimper. I'm sorry. That didn't look pretty, did it? Bede, what the hell? It was still ashamed, pivoting its big toe on the ground. It said, Sincerely, I am sorry. It looked so violent. It wasn't out of pleasure or anything. I had to do it, to get all the poison out. I screamed again. Bede rubbed my hand consolingly, saying, There. Please don't scream or be upset. I'll try never to hurt you like that again. Don't be mad. I started crying. You poisoned me! How could you? Is it going to kill me? The small demon was also crying pitifully, even more than me. It answered, Oh yes, I'm afraid it will kill you. Slowly, but eventually, finally, you'll die. Then Bede sobbed openly, covering its face with its arms and leaning over my hand. How long will it take for me to die? It didn't answer. Bede! The demon picked itself up, sniffed and said through quivering lips, Oh, the poison doesn't carry through the blood as such. It might take a week to leave your hand, maybe a month to leave your arm, and maybe in 6 weeks the poison will kill you. There was nothing left to think. Bede continued, You have some time left to sort out your life, and there's no antidote, of course, but maybe you'll think of something. The demon nearly cracked a smile at the last sentence. At that moment, I would have crushed it in my fist if I could have. Well, chum, I hope we talk again soon, okay? Ignoring my projected thoughts, the demon leapt from the chair and again scurried across the floor, leaving small bloody footprints as it left. Maybe it was the effect of the poison, but I passed out as soon as the little beast was gone. And that, well, that's it. Thank you. Thank you for the applause. Okay, so this is me waving goodbye. I have more events on the way, so please keep posted. We're not over yet.